I'm Dr. J. Blasenfield. We're gonna sail across the ocean with no knowledge of sailing, with no knowledge of boat building, with no knowledge of forestry. I'd like to invite you to take this voyage with me as we build this boat back using nothing but our hands. Some good old-fashioned human ingenuity. This is the starboard side right here. Imagine that all along the waterline there's a wooden deck running on the inside of the boat. Now we're going to have to rebuild that. And to find wood, we're going to need to find trees. Last year this field was a forest.
If you're looking for lumber, chop down a dead tree, not a live one.
Like where the tree is said to be alive, you can see it's rotted and being eaten out by ants. This tree will continue to rot just as well on the ground, but the piece that we want, one small chunk right out of the middle there, we can take with us and leave the nutrients that belong to the tree and the forest. This is the piece we're trying to build right here, or one of them. There are 12 of them that look just like this. You have to use oak or mahogany, any hardwood. Timber! Now have good lumber to use for our first rib. You can see right here, maybe even 2 of them. They look like they'll run, 10 feet down this log if we cut it off right there. We're through halfway on our first cut. We're going to cut all 4 sides of this off the way we're cutting it off now, and then cut it in half, and hopefully that'll be enough wood there to make 2 good ribs for the boat that will eventually take us across the Atlantic Ocean.
The deed is done. The first dirty deed is done. We'll get this shit knocked out. We're just being pussies right now.
We're digging this hole with the hopes that we can put the log in it and then cut the log down instead of sideways. I think for some reason that it might be faster, perhaps gravity or something. I'm not really sure this is going to work, but we just got sick of working on it like that, so we thought we'd try something different.
We're in a crisis here in America. Not only is our economy going to shit, but we're dumping oil into the ocean. Well, I have a solution. Cut back on our use of fossil fuels by harnessing wind and water power. 2 energy sources that everybody seems to forget about.
See right here, there's a hole in it. Came from the factory with that hole, but it's supposed to have a plug that's since worn away. There's another hole over here. This is where the keel bolts on. There's 4 bolts on each side. You have to pull those out, and they connect on the inside to the ribs. Alright, and here we have the finished results of the hole. We're going to attempt to stick the log in.
Kind of refreshing.
That's our first rough board. Doesn't look too bad for complete amateurs.
This is the rib we're replacing and the board that we're going to cut it out of right there.